and I quote, "We are not here merely to make a living. We are here in order to enable the world to live more humbly, with greater vision, with a final spirit of hope and achievement. We are here to enrich the world, and we impoverish ourselves if we forget the errand," unquote. St. Francis of Assisi also said, and I quote, "Start doing what is necessary, then do what is possible, and suddenly you are doing the impossible." Today, Man Oron Alumni commence a journey to do what some people thought is impossible, and we employ all hands to be on deck to help transform our maritime sector to the standard we will all be proud of. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed for that inspirational speech, which is just what we need to kick things off. I'm very pleased to say that we're able to stick to the original programme because Mr. Joshua Okpo, the Rector for the Maritime Academy of Nigeria, is here, and we welcome him to give his introduction.
Your Excellencies, the Honourable Minister of Transport, representing the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, Your Excellency, the British High Commission, the High Commission to Britain, all other protocols duly observed. We need to apologize for not taking my turn when it was due. We were held up just 2 meters away from here. However, I want to, first of all, appreciate all of you for coming to witness a ceremony that none of us thought would be possible in our lifetime. The story of Maritime Academy of the Oron Alumni Association is like that of a mustard seed. Those that drafted the decree to establish a nautical college in Oron, they had the vision of seeing professionals, seafarers, to contribute not only to global trade, but to also assist the Nigerian maritime industry by ensuring that the quota regime and all other stakeholders benefit from the product of Maritime Academy Oron. The academy that was initiated as a nautical college turned out to become an academy within 23 years of growth. The one important thing is that the academy has been able to churn out real professionals that are now managing various areas of endeavor, whether in the Nigerian maritime sector or the oil and gas industry, even in the diaspora. Today in Europe, we have the air students of Maryland doing exploit. Some of them are in the Coast Guard, also in the United States and elsewhere. The assemblage of these professionals is not only a pride to Nigeria, but a pride to the alma mater, because it will start a channel for us to ensure that the academy that had not been achieving what other ought to achieve in terms of producing more seafarers and more engineers because of their considerably related capital. We will now have a platform in the body of this body. The Excellencies, right of Nigeria can boast of So this note, I want to join you to celebrate these icons because their story is the story of the mustard seed planted by the river side and expecting it to bear full fruit in this season like this. It is their truth, therefore, that Oron is expecting to live. And God willing, we shall sow the fruit. God bless Nigeria. God bless the Maritime of Nigeria. And God bless this organization in Europe. I thank you.
Mr. Obo, the chairman of the board of directors of Oron School of Maritime Academy, Oron, and the rector, the alternate representative of International Maritime Organization, Captain Olumide, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. This event we are hosting today has a history. Early at the beginning of this year, 3 or 4 young men went to the High Commission. And they said they were alumni of the Oron School of Maritime Academy. They are working here. They want to have a summit. I look at them, I say, summit? They say, yes, they want him. You know, it was a big event they planned. I said, well, we're always here in London to assist Nigerians who want to do something good. And we set out working with them. They kept making contact with us and so on. Now today, who on earth would bring out a minister of transport, one of the busiest ministers in Nigeria, to attend this event? It's not usually easy. And he is here, therefore we welcome you for coming. Apart from being a minister of transport, maybe some of you do not know him. He was a lawyer, practicing very well too. Suddenly, a good 8 years, and the chairman of our committee, I don't want to thank the name of the committee. Then suddenly he said he wanted to become a senator. And he became a senator. He was there for 4 years. Then suddenly, again, when his then governor said he wanted to be a senator, they came from the same consortium. We said, look, Mr. Governor, you cannot be a senator. Leave this young man who has a lot of experience to continue as a senator. If you go and become a senator, we'll take the position of a minister to give to this young man. He presented a candidate for a minister as well. We thought that was not fair. This from being a politician contributed immensely to the going Minister of Transport. And you know the Ministry of Transport is one of the largest ministries and also the busiest. So we welcome again. As young people, trusted group, the alumni of Oron Maritime Academy. I'm therefore pleased and happy to be in your midst today in what I strongly believe will be a historic moment in the Nigerian maritime industry. It is great being part of this maiden International Maritime Summit in the United Kingdom. I'm glad to see highly skilled young Nigerian men and women come together to share ideas, come together to share knowledge, come together to share their hopes and aspirations for the maritime industry of their motherland. It is an occasion like this that re-emphasizes, reinforces that ours is truly a blessed nation with special people that care deeply in its growth, prosperity, and harmony. Once again, I'm truly glad to be here on your invitation. The last decade has seen significant growth in the Nigerian economy, with average gross domestic product of upwards of 6.7%, underpinning its economic change is the renaissance in the Nigerian maritime industry. The maritime industry is the vein of the Nigerian economy. It is a pivotal part of the distribution network of the Nigerian energy industry. It drives the flow of goods and services across the nation and supports our international trade. Nigeria has always had a proud maritime heritage. Maritime trade was central, and it is still central, to the survival and growth of the people of Nigeria. That maritime tradition was at its peak in the 1970s when the now defunct Nigerian National Shipping Line owned and operated fleets of cargo ships that sail across international waters, supplying our international partners with finest goods and produce that Nigeria had to offer. Unfortunately, in the 1980s and 90s, the Nigerian maritime industry suffered an ineclipsable apathy, resulting in the decline of maritime activities. However, one is happy to note that the Nigerian maritime industry has been rejuvenated in the last decade by injection of new growth strategies by the Nigerian government aimed at liberalizing all segments of the maritime industry value chain to make the sector more attractive to foreign investors and rewarding for local investors and stakeholders. At the heart of the current government policy for the maritime sector are the women and men with skills and expertise that will turn the vision of this government into the economic realities that Nigeria eagerly needs. This is why the alumni of the Academy of the Nigeria Academy, Nigeria Academy come into a bigger picture. My interaction with this organization has shown me that it has a diverse number of suitably qualified and experienced individuals that have huge role to play in the Nigeria maritime industry. To the members of the alumni of the Maritime Academy of Nigeria, I have a vision. My vision is that your organization and the High Commission can form a strategic partnership that is aimed at optimizing your expertise in supporting public and private businesses in Nigeria and make Nigerian maritime sector globally competitive. There would be no Nigerian maritime sector without investment capital. Therefore, to the potential investors present here today, I offer you a reassurance that the Nigerian maritime industry provides low-risk investment opportunities that will yield significant returns for your investment. As you celebrate what will be a two-day event of stimulating discussions around maritime issues, I want you to remember something. Nigeria needs you. The future of Nigeria needs you, and each and every one of you has a role to play in the industry. Finally, I wish to place on record my appreciation for the excellent arrangement put in place by the organizers of this summit. I'm proud of you and to our guests, particularly the Honorable Minister of Transport. Thanks for honoring our invitation. I wish you a fruitful deliberation for a safer and peaceful maritime environment, especially our territorial waters and the Gulf of Guinea. I'm hopeful your recommendation will guide policy decision makers too in their bid to rid our coast of terrorism, oil theft, and ensure more productive and beneficial maritime industry. Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you very much for honoring the invitation of these promising young men and women. And may God bless our country, Nigeria. And may God bless the Nigeria maritime industry. Thank you.
His Excellency Dr. Tapida, the Nigerian High Commissioner, who is very well respected and extremely well known, and we're very pleased that you're here today to give your speech.
Use draft outline business and procurement process reports. Additionally, discussions are in progress between the Federal Ministry of Transport, the Nigerian Port Authority, and the Lagos State Government, as well as some private investors to develop the Badagry Deep Sea Port. A steering and project delivery committee has also been constituted, and progress is being made in the initial stages of its realization. Efforts are equally in progress for the establishment of a port at the Digbe near Escravos, which is expected to be the hub for the gas revolution initiative of the federal government. In the area of maritime safety and security, efforts have been intensified to secure our maritime domain and indeed beyond through the deployment of security bots, software, and personnel. This is done by the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NIMASA, in partnership with service providers in the private sector, in collaboration with the Nigerian Navy, who are statutorily responsible to bear arms during such operations. The Federal Ministry of Transport, its agencies, and the Nigerian Navy are collaborating with the United States Coast Guard in implementing International Ship and Port Facility Security, ISPS Code. To underscore our commitment to maritime security in the Gulf of Guinea, Nigeria is a signatory to the Code of Conduct signed by ECOWAS and ECAS member states, and indeed the Gulf of Guinea Commission, agreeing to cooperate in the prevention and repression of piracy and armed robbery against ships and, of course, at sea. Let me therefore use this opportunity to urge other member countries to keep faith with the commitment of the Code of Conduct. In the same vein, government has continually been providing safe navigation within our waterways through the removal of wrecks and derelicts within the navigable channels. On human capacity development, NIMASA is making steady progress in running the Nigeria Seafarers Development Program for training new crop of master mariners and other category of seafarers. Over 1,500 benefited under this program, which has local and international companies. To further enhance capacity development in the industry, plans have reached an advanced stage for the establishment of a maritime university at Okeran Koko in Delta State, and indeed maritime faculties in 4 universities in the country. As you are fully aware, the Maritime Academy of Nigeria, MAN Oron, is the major institution responsible for human capacity development in the maritime industry in Nigeria. The Academy is addressing the gaps in the industry by offering professional courses at national and higher national levels. Efforts are currently at advanced stage to upgrade the Academy to a degree-awarding institution through affiliation with the World Maritime University in Sweden. A memorandum of understanding is expected to be signed very soon. Government is pursuing this effort to its logical conclusion, and we expect your association to come up with ideas and support initiatives in this regard. The institution is also addressing the challenges of bathroom facilities for nautical sciences and the marine engineering cadets for their mandatory seat time to enable them to obtain the various classes of certificate of competency to create employment opportunities globally. In its efforts to revive and reinvigorate the inland waterways in Nigeria, the federal government has completed the capital dredging of the lower river Niger from Wari in Delta State to Baro in Niger State, a distance of 572 kilometers. At the moment, maintenance dredging of the channel is in progress. Furthermore, the construction of the Onitsha River Port has been completed and commissioned by Mr. President. Processes for the commissioning to private operators are ongoing. I'm equally happy to inform you that Baro and Oguta River ports in Niger and Imo states respectively are under construction and are expected to be completed this year. While the Lokoja River port in Kogi State, which is also under construction, is expected to be completed next year. Additionally, procurement processes are ongoing for the dredging of River Benue and the construction of Makurdi River Port. 24 river jetties are being constructed at various locations throughout the country and are at various stages of completion. In the drive to promote intermodalism and to decongest our port, the federal government has approved the establishment of inland container depots in 6 locations in the country to be developed under public-private partnership. These are Sialangwa in Abia State, Ibadan in Oyo State, Kano in Kano State, Haipan in Jos Plateau State, Funtua in Katsina State, and Maiduguri in Borno State. Other proposed inland container depots in the country are Ogwashiku in Delta State, Onitsha in Anambra State, Gombe in Gombe State, and Oshogbo in Osun State. A committee has been constituted with membership drawn from the Federal Ministry of Transport, Nigerian Port Authority, Nigerian Railway Corporation, Nigeria Shippers Council, and the Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission, ICRC, to address the legal framework of these ICDs so that they will be appropriately designated and declared as ports of origin and ports of destination for imports and exports respectively. The committee has completed its assignment and has since submitted its report to the ministry, which report is being evaluated. Government is equally paying attention to the proposed establishment of truck transit parks, TTPs, to ease road transport haulage business. The TTPs, when constructed, will consist of gas and petrol stations, hotels, mechanic garage, shopping malls, restaurants, police posts, fire stations, and hospitals, and so on and so forth. The first TTP is to be established in Lokoja, Kogi State, where the state government is already processing the land to be utilized for this purpose. On investment potentials and opportunities, it is obvious that Nigeria is the biggest investment destination in Africa, endowed with natural resources, favorable climate, and the advantage of being the most populous country on the continent. Today, Nigeria is about the 4th country in the world in terms of high return on investment. The federal government has created the enabling environment for private investment to thrive and has put in place relevant institutions backed by appropriate legislations to ensure transparency in investment process and to safeguard the investment. In the maritime sector specifically, there are investment opportunities in the development of the following: the Ibaka Deep Sea Port in Akwa Ibom State, the Badagry Deep Sea Port in Lagos State, the Olokola Deep Sea Port in Ogun and Ondo State, while there are investment opportunities in ancillary and support services in the Lake Deep Sea Port in Lagos. In the inland waterways, there are opportunities for the development of